Today's video from Sam4S Help, we're following on from our keycap installation video, and we're going to show you how to edit the description and appearance of the CHARGE1 button on the machine. So if you watched the video on the keycaps, you saw that I changed this button here to be card instead of CHARGE1, but it then occurred to me that I didn't actually show you how to do that on the register itself. So the default description for that button is CHARGE1, which works. It's fine. You can keep it like that. CHARGE1 is what appears on the till receipt and also on the screen, and then also on the report. So this is a sample report I've just printed out. You've got CHARGE1 in draw and CHARGE1 sales. So you just got to be careful if you're going to bother producing a keycap for the card button. You need to then change the description as it appears on the receipt and on screen, and also you need to know where to change the description on the report, else your report can get very difficult to interpret. It's easy to do all this, it's just knowing where to do it. So I'll run through, it'll probably take about 4 or 5 minutes, and I'll run through that now. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that your existing current transaction is over, and then you need to turn the metal key marked P round to the PGM position, and then we're looking for function key, which is line 3. So we arrow down to line 3, function key, press cash to enter, then cash again to go into function key, and then we press the button that we want to program. So in this case it's this one here, the CHARGE1 or card button, and you can see the default description is CHARGE1. So we press cash to go in again, and then we simply type in our new description. CARD, you can put in whatever you want, I use card. Cash to save, and that's the description done that appears on the customer receipt and on the display. Now we need to look at the report description. So if we press clear a couple of times, 3 times to get back to the main program mode, and then we're looking for messages, which is here, it's on line 8, cash to enter, and then arrow down to financial report, line 3, cash to enter. And then we're looking for 2 lines. We're looking for CHARGE1 in draw and CHARGE1 sales. They should be lines 48 and 49. 48 and 56, I think. 48. So there we go. CHARGE1 in draw. And if we arrow on quickly, you can see you can have lots of charge buttons set up, but that's more like legacy programming for machines with much more high volume of buttons. So we're going to edit CHARGE1 in draw, which is that description there, and we're going to change it to card in draw. So cash to enter confirms the line we're editing, so CHARGE1 in draw. You just want to be, I'm probably doing this video quite fast, but obviously this is very important to get this right, because your reports and your sales are obviously crucial. So don't rush through it like I am. Take your time with it and make sure you're happy with the descriptions that you're using. And then again, we just type in the new description. So we will call it card in draw, CARD. Now I like to keep all the descriptions in sync, so you'd notice that it was then had a dash. To get the dash, you press the shift button once, and then this PLU5 marked N here, that gives you your dash. You need to then press shift again to go back to normal letters. So then we need in, IN, and then we press shift again to get the second dash here, shift again to go back to draw, and it's D. It just has D rather than draw, or an abbreviation of draw. Cash to save, and then we've got card dash in dash D, and then we go down to line 56, CHARGE1 sales, and we're going to change that to card sales. Annoyingly, you can't just type in the card bit. You have, as soon as you start typing, it deletes everything. That's just the way it works. Your space button is up here, receipt on off, card sales, cash to save, card sales there. So we can now, they're the 2 you need to change. If we now go back to the reg mode, put put £100 into grocery and do card. So we've got card appearing on there, card appearing on the receipt, and then yes, let's do a quick X report, financial X report. Let me take a closer look at that. So where it did say CHARGE1 in drawer, it now says card in drawer and then card sales, and that's it as it appears on the till receipt. So yeah, that's how to edit the actual description of the card or CHARGE1 button on the NR510R and 520R. The flat keyboard machines, the 520F and the 510F, although it's a different keyboard, the overall programming protocols will work the same in terms of where you find everything within the till memory. It's just obviously you're entering the characters in a slightly different fashion. So yeah, hope that video has been helpful. We've got plenty more videos showing you how to get the best out of the NR500 series. Some of those videos will be appearing on screen now, so feel free to check those out. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel or visit sam4shelp.co.uk for more. Thanks for watching.